All right, all right, all right, all right. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. I am your host, Dominique Nash. Here I am of Arts and Styles by Domi underscore Nash. Dominique Nash is my profile that's enabled. But I wanted to come on here to welcome you guys to Monetize with Meta the podcast because there are important updates. Okay. There have been so many different changes that I'm seeing a lot of you guys asking me privately, why isn't my monetization working? What's going on? What's wrong with my account? Why am I not growing? So I wanted to come on here just to give you an intake of what's next for monetizing on Meta's platform. If you're new to me, let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Dominique Nash. I'm a certified Meta trained expert who is also a professional writer and a digital content creator, and I'm a digital content strategist and coach. I help most of you guys who are in all of my groups actually set up your platform to gain monetization. But as the changes went, we all know it, when the Reels Play program ended, a lot of us didn't have any other option. So we went to other platforms, which is okay, guys, because I'm on all of them. But I'm here to tell you that you should, if you have not already, make sure that your monetization on Meta's platform is reinstated. Yes, you want it reinstated. And I'm going to tell you why. If you have not been paying attention, there has been a ban it's been typed up and it's been slid in with the United States government to ban one of our social platforms that we use to monetize on, TikTok. Once they did that, there is more money being poured into Meta's platform, which means more money for monetization. Now you're gonna say, Dominique, what do you mean? I'm trying to get monetized everywhere. I am monetized everywhere. If I've coached you, you already know that I expect you to be monetized on every platform. I've taught you that. We've met one on one. We set up goals on how and strategies on how to monetize on all of them. I will tell you guys, because most of my posts lately have been going viral. The most payout, I need you to hear me. The most payout that I've received was from Meta's platform. The second most payout that I received was from YouTube. The least amount that I received was from the actual app that they're trying to ban, TikTok. When I tell you it was the least amount and it went the most viral, it wasn't even in the three digits. It was more like $10. Yes. And when that viral content went out, if you don't know, I was scammed at a really big grocery retailer called Aldi. They tried to take an extra $100 off of my card while I was paying for my items, which I only had three items. And that day, I wasn't wrapped up in creating content. I was just taking a day off to have a mental health day, and I was actually paying attention. I create content, as you all should know, because I tell you to. I create content constantly about each and every aspect of my life. And I documented that segment and it went viral. Did I know it was going to go viral? No. Did I want to share to warn people? Yes. Did I want to share to have a community to back me, to help me feel okay? Yes. But the keynote wasn't to go viral. It was really just to get information out there because our platforms is a way of information. It is a news outlet. It can be anything that you want it to be. So when that post went viral, I noticed that I've gained a lot of different incomes from Meta's platform, the most, YouTube, the second most, and the least, TikTok. So what that had me to do, and it was viewed the most on TikTok. Hey, Sammy, welcome on in. Make sure you get your questions ready for any type of monetization. What that did tell me from TikTok is that they may be trying to ban it to force them to pay creators more. Because as I said, that post went the most viral on their platform, but I received the less compensation. It was the least. So if we are creators, and if you have not, if you're new to my podcast, Monetized by Meta, my mantra is you are your business and you are your brand. If you are about your business and you are about your brand, then you should be trying to make sure that your brand is making money on each and every platform, because we are all entrepreneurs, content creators, digital strategists, whatever you want to call it. We are entrepreneurs. And if our platforms aren't providing that cushion for us, how are we going to be able to continue? Right? Right. Sammy says, I think TikTok can't earn. That's my question. So you're not earning on TikTok. I'm monetized for almost every program that they have. Initially, I don't know if you guys, how you set up your monetization on here, but if you have coached with me, I was trained by Meta to learn how to do these things. So I took you through setting up a business page, making sure that you have an LLC. You need an LLC to protect you. That's your foundation. I also helped you set up the same Instagram business account, help you set up the same WhatsApp account. That is the Holy Trinity. The Facebook page, the Instagram enabled business page, and the WhatsApp for business. Holy Trinity with your LLC. All four are needed. Once we set up all of those things, you start to begin to see tools and guidance to help you with your business, right? That's what monetization used to mean. When I got on TikTok's platform, in order to monetize, you had to register as a business account. When I registered as a business account, they took away tools that I needed in order for me to succeed. Okay? Once they took those tools away, I was restricted from using certain sounds. I was restricted from earning. The only way I could earn was to go live all the time. And if you're a creative outlet person like me, I need to edit my footage. I can't be on live 24/7. So that to me was a hindrance. Sammy says, also my Facebook can't monetize, also down rates. Why? So Sammy, I'm going to ask you, what is it that you're trying to monetize on Facebook? Is it a Facebook business page, or is it your Facebook profile? Because those are two different things. Okay. Once you let me know that, I can answer any other questions, or you can always book with me and I can take a look over your stuff independently and review it and see what I can help you with. Once I noticed that they restricted me, okay, it's your profile. So when it comes to your profile, the only way that you can actually establish you don't have Facebook business. Okay. So if you are really serious about making this your way of income, you want to be a content creator, you want to make sure that you have that income coming in from Meta, you need to set up a Facebook business page. You need an LLC. Otherwise, you are leaving yourself liable on your profile because it's attached. Profiles are for regular people to connect. Okay. Regular people, everyday people. What was the basis of Facebook before monetization? It was to connect regular people to each other. Regular people, friends, colleagues, relatives, high school relation, anything. If you're trying to monetize off of a regular person type of page, you have to hear that. It's not going to work. They have to make sure that it's you. So if you have not verified yourself, you're not going to be able to monetize from a profile. I know that's disappointing to hear, but when the Reels Play program became a thing a couple years ago, a lot of people really hurt that system by making fake profiles and getting paid off of other people's other people's content. So now, because we did something so dishonest to a system that was helping so many people stay at home and be with their families and make money, because we did something wrong to a system, now we have to go through an extra steps. You have to go through extra steps in order to get a profile monetized. Okay? If you're not verified, they cannot enable any type of monetization for a profile. But for a Facebook business page, those already come with monetizational tools. But in order for your Facebook business page to be visible, meaning for you to actually be able to be searchable, you have to follow the steps. You need an LLC. You need the Holy Trinity. You need to be united on all of Meta's platforms. That means, and now it's not even the Holy Trinity. I forgot about Threads. You need that too. All of this is linked together. But if you don't invest in the system by putting these pages in place, protecting your brand, because you are your business, you are your brand, it will not flourish. Just saying. I'm always available to take appointments on my business page. Welcome to the Nash House. You can inbox me and we can meet and sit down and go over a plan, a strategy. I have some clients that have really taken off. Crystals, diamonds, and pearls. She's doing amazing. Every page that she's attached to, including her actual stuff on Instagram, is monetized. She's doing well. Chris on Crime, she's doing well also. These things are put in place, and if you, instead of trying to work against the system, we need to comply with the system. So I used to hold seminars on how to get monetizational steps set up, but a lot of people wasted my time, wasted my resources, so I stopped. We're going to go back to doing those workshops. That way everybody can be on the same page and I can meet with more people at once instead of one-on-one, because when I do my one-on-ones, those last an hour. And what I noticed is that people would try to link up their personal Instagram to a business Facebook page, and then I have to redo the whole system. So if you guys want to learn these monetizational things, we can do an actual class, a workshop. Now, I've been doing duets from TikTok. I've been sharing tips. And this is coming from the people who are panicking about the TikTok ban. They are admitting, whether they know it or not, because they are so focused on the ban, that they are admitting that Meta is paying more for our content. More. And it's true. The payout that I received from all platforms last month, Meta was above everybody. YouTube came in a nice second place. On the bottom totem pole was TikTok. And I'm talking about 10 measly dollars for the same viral post. So if that doesn't let you know that there is money to be made, I don't know what else it should. But in order for you to monetize, you're going to have to go about it the proper way in a business sense. Yes, you're going to have to put things in place to protect your brand. You're going to have an LLC. You're going to have to. It's easy to set up. It's free. I've helped so many people do it. It's not that hard. It's not complicated. But when you set up that LLC, it does make your business legit, sealed, signed, and delivered that you are about your business. Once you set up the Facebook business page and you put your LLC name on there, the system can organically guide you to where you need to be. Then you will be set up with things. Not only stars. Stars is the bare minimum. It's the same thing as gifts on TikTok. It is very donation based. That is so easy for anybody to get, but that is not the goal here. Okay? You have ads on Reels. Those are the mini ads that can either come up at the bottom of the reel while people are watching, or if you have a larger following, that in the middle of your content, there will be a whole reel that comes up. I mean, a whole ad that comes up in the middle of it, and then it goes right back to your content. Those ads pay you more. And yes, you can use some of the musical library with it. It tells you which songs can be used and which ones can't. Okay. Then you have in-stream ads, right? If we make longer video content, longer than a minute, I'm talking about 15 minutes worth of content, maybe 2 minutes, 5 minutes, it doesn't matter. If you upload it as a regular post and not as a reel, because reels only can go a minute and 30 seconds, you can get paid for that. And that pays out more. That pays out way more than the reels. In-stream ads. Then we have subscriptions. A lot of us have 7K followers, but because we're not following the monetizational practices and the do's and don'ts, your page is disabled. So now you're not able to take advantage of subscriptions. Subscriptions is just another form. If you add all of these together, that begets a bigger payout for you each month. It's always once a month. Then if you're really invested in the company, Meta is the company. We're all under the umbrella of Meta. We all work with Meta and work for Meta, because without working with them and for them, none of this is possible. Then there's more opportunities, but you cannot go in afraid. If you want to be able to and not just wait on this monthly income for monetizing your platforms, there's partnerships. I have plenty of them. And you're going to say, well, tell me, what does that look like? What that looks like is you pay attention to what ads are running. You see, when you're scrolling, because we got to get into the habit of scrolling, okay? We stop scrolling because we want to put our content out. But sometimes it's not about us. Let's take some time and support other people. So we'll be scrolling 1, 2. The third post is going to be an ad. Right now, all the ads that are running, those are the companies that you need to link up with. They'll say, get this free offer. Once you submit that free offer, they're going to call you. Okay. When they call you, then you say, hey, I would love to be a part of what you guys are promoting. My brand, because you are your business, you are your brand. My brand is so aligned with what you guys are offering your customers. And if I team up with you and come in and get some content, we can do a collaboration. And the next thing they're going to ask you is, what is your rate? Do you have a rate for content creation? I do. Rates mean that you charge a set fee for deliverables. Deliverables can be different for each company. They set out the terms. They will send you a contract. Once you have fulfilled that contract, then you will be paid immediately. They like to pay by PayPal. So I would always tell my customers, my clients, because you guys, whenever you book me as your digital coach, you become my customers and my clients. I always tell my clients, your PayPal needs to be embedded as a business account, because that's how a lot of these companies like to pay you for your partnerships, through PayPal. Then I teach some of my clients who go a little bit deeper on how to actually set up invoices. Yes, you're going to have to send an invoice to that company. And I'm talking about major companies. I've had partnerships with Stitch Fix, Orange Theory Fitness, Row House. These are major brands, guys. Avon, Ulta Beauty, Amazon. These are major brands that will pay any person that is serious about their branding with monetization. If you're serious about letting your platform be an open to partnerships, you can make money that way too. It's all on the table. That's it. But with the TikTok ban coming through, they have said it time after time. There's more money that Meta is paying out to their creators, and that TikTok is tied up in legal court matters, so they're not paying their creators that much. And I can tell you from experience, they're not. Same post, same viral post on each platform. It was viewed the most on TikTok, and I got paid the least. I got paid like $10 versus YouTube where it was in the thousands. On Meta's where it was in the 2000s. Meta's investing more in creators. But if your page is not enabled to, or it's been disbanded from receiving monetization, get with me. Let me see what I can do to help you get back on track, because there's money to be made. It's not, trust me, I've done it. I wanted to see what I could truly make from TikTok. I've been monetized with them before I got monetized with Meta. And I've been doing this for almost 5 years. I did the TikTok thing where I stayed live and I did battles and I did this and I did that. I partnered with their new artists to promote their music. I did the creative rewards program, and all I could come out with was $10. But other platforms paid me way more. Same thing. I didn't have to stay live 24/7 on their platforms. So, what is it that you're looking for when it comes to monetization? I'm open for questions. A lot of people were commenting on some of our groups. If you have not, I did put on this live one of my main groups that I teach a lot of monetizational tips, things that are changing. I share it constantly so people can be aware, because I do a lot of research. But people have questions. I'm here right now for your questions. If you have questions about monetizing, what questions do you have? If you're experiencing issues where your numbers have dropped and you don't understand why, let me know what your situation is. I had one young lady, she said that her whole page has been disbanded from monetization, and the reason was is that it said unoriginal content, but she only shared her family videos. So I really wanted to hear more from her, because I wanted to see how can I help. A lot of the times what they're trying to tell you is that you're not set up properly. It's not the old way where you could just turn it on. You actually have to go through some steps so they can verify that you are who you say you are, because people will take your picture. Happened to me too. They will take your picture, they will take your content, and they will put it elsewhere, and they will try to get paid for it. So now there's safety measures put in place, like getting verified, to make sure you are you, so you can receive your proper compensation and nobody else can get paid from your stuff. There's more protection that comes with that, and more opportunities. So what questions do you guys have about monetization? What is it that I can try to guide you with today? Because as we've seen in the news, and if I can just be honest with you, being a person who is monetized on all platforms, I can tell you right now that TikTok's not paying that much for their creators. They're not. And there's not a lot of opportunities. Everybody thinks you're going to be discovered on there if you want to act or everything, but that's not where I get a lot of my acting roles. I don't get it off of TikTok. So, what questions do you guys have? I want to be able to answer them as much as I can, or you can always inbox me on any of my pages, my business pages, especially my business pages, because I have it set up to where there's prompts put in place so you can let it know what it is you need, select the time that you need to see me one on one, or if you would like to actually do a workshop where we can come together and sit down as a group, okay, and figure out what we need to do to get you where you need to be. So we're all up to date. We're all up to speed. We know what's going on. Everybody's earning. We have to work it that way. Now, I will tell you guys because I have um I have like over 10 groups, and a lot of you guys have been saying that your numbers are dropping. I will tell you this. It's because you're not active in the groups, you're just sharing to it. I had over 150 potential spam notifications on Reels. Excuse me, and it doesn't notify me when it puts it into spam. I had to dig in there for it. So a lot of your numbers probably are really struggling because when you're sharing it to the groups, you're not active in the groups. You're not commenting on other people's content. You're not really being present. I put up posts every week asking what is my to-do list is. Those posts are put there on purpose to make sure that you're engaged in that group or community. It's really a community, but a lot of people just call them groups. Those are put in place to make sure that your content, when you do share it, it doesn't get put to spam. But you guys are just dumping your content in there and then you don't even come back and comment on it. It's not helping you. It's hurting you. Because I just went through 150 of your posts and it was all put to the side for spam so nobody could see it until I approved it. So we have to open up. If you want engagement, you need to engage. If you need a support system, you need to become a supporter. I had one person that say, well, my reels are okay because I know what I'm doing, but I don't get the engagement. I don't have the followers. Okay. So are you engaging with other people? No. Are you supporting others? No. Listen, I'm really busy myself, but I try my best. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. I try my best to make sure that I'm supporting people when I see it. Uh, with us traveling, it's made it a little bit more challenging for me. But I used to set aside 2 hours every day to make sure that I'm going around and I'm supporting others. But I'm seeing that we need to do that more inside of the groups because now the algorithm has decided to separate posts that you're sharing into those groups into spam. It's not allowing it to be live in the actual groups. So what I think we all should do once a week, if you see a post that I typed up and I'm asking you a question, just answer on it. I don't care. Dump out, but type. Type out the words. Do not select anything that's already pre-set up there for you to communicate to. If you select those already pre-typed up messages, all it's triggering to the algorithm is that you're not that interested. So type out your words. Hey, Dominique, I'm having a great day today. Content is going great. I'm thinking that I need a different strategy. Can you take a look at my account and tell me? Type out words. Have conversations. Because the more conversations that you have, the better your engagement is going to get, the better your following will actually turn. We need to communicate more with others. Now, then you'll say, well, I see those big accounts, they don't communicate with anybody. Yeah, but they are also a machine. What does that mean? They are paying people for fake engagement. Do you have the money to do that? No. So we need to be a company that we want from other people. We want people to support us, so we need to support others. We want bigger engagement, then we need to engage with others and not just selecting the pre-typed out messages. No. We need to actually type out our responses, what we want to say. Type it out. When in doubt, type it out. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people panicking, like I said, about the TikTok ban. And there are some creators that are coming over to Meta. But if you're not about your business and your brand, meaning is that you're only relying on the video views. You don't have a way for people to support. You don't have any type of merchandise in mind. Please get with me. There are free sites set up for you to actually design your own merchandise. That is an essential key to being your business and being your brand. You can visit mine anytime. Yes, it's always in my link in my bio. Always. And that support helps. It really, truly helps. We have to get out of this, our own head and our own way of thinking that we only want to share what's going on with us. Sometimes you have to think outside the box. Yeah, it might be going on with you, but what is it that is a bigger umbrella that might be affecting other people? How can you help someone else? Think about that. How can you truly help other people? Then I have a lot of people who don't go live. I'm not a person that wants to stay on live, but going live is essential for you to grow your brand. You have to have that real-time connection with your audience. I'm having it with you guys. It's a necessity for us as creators to have a real-time connection time with our fans, with our people who support us. You guys are my boss. Without you guys, I'm nothing. I mean, I'm something, but I wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you. When I'm asking you questions, I appreciate any feedback that you give. When I'm asking you to share my content, I appreciate you for even doing that. That all is free. And I appreciate the time. If you're having trouble building up a following, is it because that you're not vulnerable enough? You haven't created it to be a safe space. I had to learn that. This here is our safe space. Nobody can call you dumb. Nobody can make fun of you here because we got a block button. This is our safe space. So we can talk about anything that you want. Is that how your platform is, your world is when people come to your page? And then, the one thing that I will say that I appreciate from each and every one of you guys supporting me and my projects and my family is that whenever there is someone that comes in with negativity, I don't have to say anything. You guys do it for me. So thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, I really appreciate the time that you've given me. I went over my time. I only wanted to be live for 30 minutes, but I appreciate the conversation. Sammy, thank you so much for commenting. I'm going to send you a message right now. Thanks for being here on the live podcast. Please send me a message so I can help you establish your monetization. XOXO Dominique Nash. All right. Since Sammy is a new person, so I welcome them. Again, this is Dominique Nash, guys, signing off. If you have questions, if you would like to sit down one on one, or if you would like for us to go back to doing workshops so we can get you set up and come up with a strategy so your brand is just as big as mine or bigger. I always want all my clients to excel further than me, just being honest. I want you guys to be able to make sure that you're getting the payments that you deserve, because Meta has a lot of money that has been invested in them, especially with this TikTok ban. So there is a lot of money to be made. Signing off, I'm your girl, Dominique Nash. Enjoy this music and make sure you share this live with your friends. I'll see you later.